Good morning, students. Hope I hope everyone is fine. Today we'll be doing the chapter of capital structure, which is there in Unit 3. I hope everyone is doing well at home and see, we have already been into this crisis of lockdown right now. The whole country is facing. So I know that studies are suffered. So to make you understand this very important topic, capital structure, which will be going to be, which will be there, definitely will be there in the examination. I want that everyone should understand first what is capital structure, and then we will move on to the theories of capital structure, which are again very important. Right. So first, let us understand what is capital structure. This has already been discussed in class many times. Once again, I'm repeating what is capital structure. Please listen, everyone, carefully. Capital structure refers to the proportion between various long-term sources of finance in total capital of the firm. See, when a firm is new, right, it needs money to expand. It needs capital for its operations. So capital structure determines from where the sources of funds will be and how the firm will prepare its structure through debt, through equity, through preference shares or retained earnings. So capital structure in total is the mix of all, right? And it is very good if the capital structure is a mix of all, which is also called the optimum capital structure, because a firm cannot rely on single source of finance, be it equity, be it preference shares, be it retained earnings or debentures. So every time the capital structure should be mixed of all these, right? And it is a very important decision taken. Capital structure, making of capital structure is a very important decision which a finance manager should take, because it should include minimum risk and as well as minimum cost of capital, right? So it is wise if a finance manager is using capital structure with minimum risk. That means that the funds are not very costly, right? And the capital should be as such that it is a balance of the structure should be as such that it is a balance of all these components, right? Now moving on to the next, what are the sources of long term finance? Everyone knows that long term finance is the basically what it is. It comes from proprietors funds or borrowed fund. Proprietors funds are what? Are equity share capital, the preference share capital, the reserves and surplus, and the borrowed funds are basically the long term debts which we get from the financial institutions like banks, right? So these are basically the long term sources of finance, and capital structure is a mix of all these, right? Now moving on, let me explain the importance why capital structure is important. Okay, now please understand that capital structure determines the risk assumed by the firm. It tells what component of equity is involved, how much component of debt is involved, right? So it tells you the risk which the firm takes, right? It determines the risk which the firm undertakes. So it is very important to maintain capital structure in such a manner that there is no risk or the minimum amount of risk is involved. Now moving on, let us understand that it's a capital structure only which determines the cost of capital, right? What is cost of capital? Cost of capital, I'll explain you. I have explained many times in class that it is a minimum rate of return which the firm should earn, right? So it determines the cost of capital as well, right? Third point is it affects the flexibility and liquidity of the firm. Capital structure to a very much extent affects the liquidity of the firm, because if the structure is good, if the structure is optimum, then liquidity of the firm is not hampered, right? So liquidity is good in that case, and flexibility is also there. Transactions can be done more easily if the capital structure is smooth, right? And it affects the control of the owner of the firm. see, there are equity share capital, there are preference shareholders. So for preference shareholders or for equity shareholders, the control of ownership lies to a very much extent on both of these. So it depends if you have more equity shareholders, or if you have more equity shareholder, then the power of the company, the control of the company is in many hand. And if there are preference shareholders are more, they are holding to the extent, very much extent, the shares of the company, then the control lies in them. So capital structure to the very much extent tells the control where in which hands the control of the company lies. Right. Now with this, I have explained what is capital structure, what is the 3 slides which I have explained. It tells you what is capital structure, what are the components of or sources of long-term finance, and what is the importance of capital structure. Okay. Now, in the next class or in the next lecture, I'll be explaining more on the what are the factors or what are the determinants of capital structure. With this, I'm leaving the session right now here only, and in the next lecture, you will be made to explain what are the important determinants of capital structure, which is a very important question from the paper point of view. It is there in 15 marks in your examination. Right. So thank you so much. If you have any doubt, you can call me. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.